first down.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Agba in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key, but in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, so let me go back to the beginning. Go to guns. It's okay. Well, I'm gonna run this play, and I'm gonna run it over and over again anyway. I don't run the exact same play.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Ryan.
Let him clear.
He's going to go for
tap
a big
circle.
play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But that's certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice.
I'm going for it. I really don't care.
Shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here. Bam. All I'm doing is pressing arrow over. I ain't gonna get the play off.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines.
I'm doing solo
challenge. For this on the opening drive.
Dang.
Delay of game, offense.
Here's my other play. I got this.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Yeah. Here's the other play. Is square.
And look at this.
Middle
They're keeping
hollow.
the punter on the sideline.
And there's no safety, so Randy Moss is going to be wide open.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Into a double team, and it's at the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned it.
Here I go big nickel.
Here in the first quarter.
This is my first one, and I go the safety blitz. The safety linebacker blitz.
First drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because
what
they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Ajayi. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, Vic. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know the quarterbacks that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team.
All right, I'm reading that high safety on the left side.
There and move ahead
Come
again,
down.
guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown through that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
I'm going the other way with it.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
I know I can change the line, but I won't move that way. They won't let him move anyway.
And he will have a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 71 yards. And the Madden Legends have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you,
like I got an
that's
84
a tough one to swallow.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I wish I could just give you some cards. I got some guys I would give you.
The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Nah, man.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
Because you can put them in that pack.
Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
But see, that's what I would say, because that's the thing that got me. I was doing that until I realized that you're going to end up finding another goddamn card that's going to be higher than your power-up. And then when you upgrade your lineup, it changes. So all your power points.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game.
I got Steve Young. But his on-the-run accuracy is real good. But I got Steve Young. I just
don't play fake. Now Vic. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Cam Chancellor. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive backs. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
This is fielded at the 27. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out now come the Legends. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ryan now going to try to run the option left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Tuesday. 21. Let's go.
Third and long. It's Ryan. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field.
Should be patient. You're going to keep leveling up. And then the defense level up, and then you be asking that same question like, what the fuck happened to Marshawn Lynch?
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you
I said that about my target girl.
He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. How did he stay on his feet? And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
They said under pressure.
Brandon, I'm not sure I've seen a better all-around athlete than Rod Woodson. I mean, he was at Purdue at the same time I was at Tennessee, and he was obviously way better than me.
It's going to be slow right now.
The coach let him play both ways. He played 137 plays that day. Returned punts, kickoffs, had 10 tackles on defense with a pass broken up. And
he will score. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Madden Legends are in for 6.
Put him in field goal range.
NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. What a disastrous start for him so far. He's thrown the ball 2 times.
You better get them damn favorites out of the way.
The heck with the progressions. The heck with what he's seeing downfield. It's really simple, partner. See the color shirts your team's wearing? Throw to those. Not the other color shirts. The color that your team is wearing. That's what the coach is telling him right now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. On 1st down, Ryan. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line. That's what he did.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will be a touchdown. Randy Moss, 33 yards. And the Madden Legends are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
You're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A chance for us now to discuss Jay Ajayi. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going back.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
What the world? Be on that shit.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
What yard line they on?
Game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come
Shift
up
to
with
the tight
schemes
end
to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they double him. You know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cam Chancellor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety.
Don't do it.
In college, we often call that a lightning blitz.
Here's Michael Vick. He is going to find Hill here.
That's twice they did that. That's twice. That's bullshit.
In 6. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches.
No, I'm sticking to it. Why am I sticking?
So far. And the Madden legends are in for 6.
Oh,
we often laugh at
that's a
sometimes
script.
we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Walsh adds the extra point.
Bro, we talked so much shit on that dude, though. And then that shit was embarrassing last night. That shit was embarrassing. I feel so bad for it.
A beautiful fake. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Bro, that shit bad, dude. And then he got to go to work with Roy.
The offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Yeah, you know, Roe runs like he runs a Papa John's or something like that.
And I can't wait to see what they
and
have planned.
And Roe got him a job. Like he moved up there to Baton Rouge and got a job.
Okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now Ryan on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger
So he ain't
zone
never
when
done
you
a
decide
set.
to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that
Bro,
play,
go to
he can
set.
hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses
Golly,
so
dog.
well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was
All
his
right,
primary
go to your
target.
Ricky Williams.
think so.
You got a
I
Ricky
think he
Williams?
had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
Back now in Pittsburgh.
All right.
It's been a very hotly
Go to Ricky
contested
Williams.
game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Yes. That's right. All right. Go to upgrade.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And this one completes a
All right.
lead. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
There you go. Put all those tickets on Ricky Williams. They got like a little Ricky Williams thing. You get one every time you upgrade.
Ryan on first down. Throw left side taken in by Hill.
How many you got? Like 6 of
All
them?
the way down inside the 15, just shy of the
That's-
10. A really
probably got about
nice
5.
gain of 25 yards.
8.
The goal for any offense versus
All right,
his
that's
own
how you
defense,
upgrade. You're going to upgrade
find the
Ricky
holes
Williams.
where guys
It should
are
be about like
available
a 78
and put
right
the
now.
ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it's Ryan. This one caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I think get to a 90-something.
Let's go.
Ryan Shazier.
They'll run it down out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And it's a touchdown.
Then upgrade to Ryan Shazier.
McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his
All right,
guys
now-
have taken the lead
Now,
here in the 4th.
what Hall of Fame guy you got?
I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's
You got
gonna
no Hall
finish
of
him
Fame
off.
player.
A score that puts him in front here late, but not.
All right,
You
go
gotta
to,
rally your
go to the
kids
pack.
in, don't you, and say the last
Well, this is where you
thing
go
we
to the
need is a
gun
big
thing.
return.
You know, where you do
And what
the
happens is guys get overeager,
the
get out of the
campaign.
lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle.
you go to Legends. I think either Legends or I know it's a Hall of Fame. Go get you a Hall of Fame player. So you got to do them Hall of Fame
with a
guns.
LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. This fielded a few
Yeah,
yards
do
in the
those.
end
'Cause
zone.
those are pretty easy.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
I mean, you gonna end up getting all of them.
Back onto the field comes the offense for
'Cause
the
I got
Madden
Terrell
Legends.
Owens, I
And
got
that
Brian
last drive,
Urlacher,
a long
I got
drive,
Jerry
but not
Rice.
just
See,
that,
I
they
use
had
Jerry
a
Rice.
great
Jerry Rice
air
the best
attack
one to use.
going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, this game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you could go on the field, but okay, I see you. Back to throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now...
Bro, they let Tyreek Hill catch another freaking... That dude got 3 touchdowns, bro. He might have over 200 something plus yard receiving. Probably 3.
Yards.
Like, he catching the ball, like, he catching the ball when I'm, like, on the receiver. Like, when I'm on the defender.
And 0 relaxation.
Like, I'm man on. He'll catch it and then just run.
For them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready.
Dude,
you also have to talk to
your
special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Bro, I just broke the field. I just broke the dog. Kickoff return down.
10.
Yes, it's still broadcast.
Touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final minute. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Can you instant replay that? I want to see that again. Electric. Damn that gas shit. Told y'all.
Can you believe it?
God,
the Madden legends and this crowd, they thought it'd be a cakewalk today.
You just look around at some of the faces right now in this crowd. It wasn't even supposed to be close. If we thought 3-4 touchdown difference, maybe the other way.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
What?
Hard to believe that they are trailing late in this game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Yeah.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor
no
here, they'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do
run the other play.
when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Bro, I think I'm actually playing my team.
We're going to get a timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
I am dead serious, dude. That's exactly what's going on. Because I'm saying, like, they got Michael Vick.
For it here on 4th down.
They got all my receivers. They got my running back.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen Hey, third down situation. Big third.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. A great play there. A 23-yard run. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead.
By 11.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
18 seconds.
But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
You got this already?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I don't check you.
Out now come the Legends. What do you do here,
guy
like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Get up.
Picked up by Champ Bailey, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get
Trey,
in
you
this
came
lead,
in and
and
TK got the hell out.
play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of
Trey, what you did, TK?
hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
I don't know, but TK.
Nice play.
What the hell did you do to TK, bro?
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
I cussed him out.
That's caught
For real?
30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Y'all playing against each other?
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is...
What's caller?
I'm waiting for you to finish so we can play.
Man, fuck that. I'm on silver, bro. Is that lightning, bro?